Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am in the house today because I need to explain the video that I am about to share with you guys. So what I did was I planted a new garden. Well, not really planted. I kind of shaped a new garden last year and I've slowly been filling it up with things. Now I have been filming the little segments of stuff that I've been doing, but it's been really hard to keep track of because I don't know. I feel like it's finished and then I go out shopping and I see more plants that I love. I want this space to be very full, very cottage looking, and I want the plants to kind of intermingle with each other, and I also want them to be like, I don't know, wild looking. I don't want it to look like this tidy garden. Here's what I'm going to do to get you guys up to speed. I'm going to show you part one right now of what I started to do with this garden, the plants that went in, a little bit of information about them. Then I'm going to show you part two. I think I filmed a little bit there. I think I planted like some different flowers, so I haven't looked at the footage in a while, so just go with it, okay? Then I just filmed part three, or the final segment, if you want to call it that, of this garden tonight. So, as you can see, it's dark. There is no sunlight. I'm sweaty because I've been doing a lot of work outside. But I still want to share this space with you guys because I want you to see that, like, yeah, you can do gardening projects, like, all in one day. But maybe you might want to start a new garden space and maybe you don't exactly know what you want to put in the space. I mean, literally, I've been noticing that garden centers kind of rotate their inventory. So, I'm seeing things a second or third time that I didn't see the first time. Leave some space just in case you see some things that you love even more. All right, let's get into the video. Hey guys, so today I'm working on a garden space. I'm just going to add a few plants and kind of fix it up a little bit. So let me show you what I'm working on today. So this is the garden space right here. I'm calling this the Winslow Garden because that owl right there, his name is actually Winslow. No, I did not name him, the company did. But I have some daffodils going across the back here. There was some tulips going around the tree, but they got ate. So, just a mini tour here. I have some autumn joy sedum. That is a redhead fountain grass. That was a hyacinth. This right here is a version of Russian sage. It's kind of small, and then I also have another one there. Right here is a black-eyed Susan. There's a tulip. This is a pink cone flower. And then that is the sugar baby forsythia, which I kind of neglected a little bit. Don't look too close. Then we also have a maple tree here. So here's the plants I'm going to be adding. Then right here is a Caesar's brother iris. This one is a maize and blue iris. I have 3 lamb's ear here. And then I have a daylily. So I'm just going to fill in and do a little swoop with the lamb's ear. I want to put the iris back there because there's nothing whenever these other plants are out. And then I'll mulch, but first I have to weed and clean this up a little bit. Okay, so I just got the area weeded, so now I'm going to place the plants and plant them. I'm trying to avoid a thunderstorm right now. So I got some plants online and they came in these pots, but I think what I'm going to do is try to remove the pot because I don't know, I don't feel like roots are going to grow through there, and I'd feel a lot better knowing that they are directly in the ground. I just got the plants placed, so I have the lamb's ear there, and then I have the 2 irises back there. So I'm going to dig holes, put the biotone in there, and mulch. Okay guys, so the garden is all done, and I'm not sure why my mulch is striped. Hopefully when it dries out, that will change. But the only thing that I see here is I need something there, and possibly something else back there, and maybe something there. So we will see how all of this fills in. So it's a week later after planting this up, and I realized I didn't do anything in the back. What I have here is 3 of the Sombrero Sangria coneflowers. They'll make a nice little grouping in there. And then I have I forget what this is called. I have a Red Riding Hood penstemon. So I'm gonna put that behind this owl here because it gets kind of like wispy. But I want to show you guys something real quick. So remember these little guys from my fountain planting video? These are the same coneflowers as this one. Look at the size difference. And you want to know the funny part, guys? They were the same price, but I had to pay shipping on these ones. So maybe just wait until you find flowers you want at the garden center. Alright, so all I'm going to do is plant these, and then I'll give you a little circle tour of what everything looks like. Hey guys, so I'm out here in this corner garden, and I'm going to be planting some Russian sage. Now, let me show you what I have planned, because you're going to think I'm crazy. So right here, I have 3 Russian sage lined up. I'm going to be taking out this coneflower because it's pink, which isn't really my color. But these Russian sage are going in right in the middle of the flower bed. And you know how typically they get huge? Well, this version is called Denim and Lace, and it is a shrunk down version of Russian sage. It's actually, it says right there, it is the perennial of the year. So my late night planting starts. You can see the lights are on because it is getting dark. I'm going to just plant a row of them right here. Also going to be adding some biotone into each hole. Alright, they are all planted, so I spaced them kind of close together because they're going to touch eventually, which is kind of what I wanted. There is some space here for something, but I want to see how these fill in. So, just a quick tour of this garden so far. I have a Little Henry Sweet Spire there, a Red-Headed Fountain Grass, 2 Autumn Joy Sedums. I have 3 Statius Hellenbornstein Lamb's Ears. I have the Russian Sage. There is a Sugar Baby Show-Off Forsythia. There's another version of a Russian Sage here. I'm just kind of like watching it to see what it does. Then I have some Sea Holly right here. I have a pile of Sombrero Sangria coneflowers because I had them planted in other spots. And guys, I finally found Salsa Red coneflowers. This was a penstemon. I think it's kind of bloomed out. I moved the Tough Stuff Aha hydrangea here. So it's kind of weird to have 2 shrubs there. This one stays smaller than this one does. Then of course the grass gets a lot bigger. So that is kind of this area. And then I have my owl and a maple tree. So that's just a little tour here. I did shoot some footage as I was planting these things, but I just kept finding things and just kept adding to it. But I think I'm done. Okay, so now I'm going to take you through the tags of the plants that are actually in that garden. So the first one is the Little Henry Sweet Spire. It is a zone 5 through 9, gets 2 to 3 foot tall. Oh, I love the fall color on that. They say it's like a burning bush, only it doesn't get as big. Next shrub is the Show-Off Forsythia. It's a small version of Forsythia, so there's a lot of like petite shrubs here. It's a zone 5 through 8. It gets 1.5 to 2.5 foot tall. I cannot wait for this one to bloom. I am a yellow fan. Then we have the Tough Stuff Aha Hydrangea. The one I have is pink. You have to treat it to turn it the blue color. But again, this one stays small. It gets 2 to 3 foot tall and wide and is a zone 5 through 9. Okay, and then the next perennial that we have is a Red Riding Hood penstemon. It kind of reminds me of like a delphinium or a, I'm trying to think of what it's called. Not a hollyhock, something around there. I'll think of it later. It gets 32 inches high by 18 inches wide and is hardy down to -10, which I believe is either zone 5 or 4. Then we have the Denim and Lace Russian Sage, the perennial of the year. This one gets 28 to 32 inches tall, zone 4 through 9. Now this is a shrunk down version of the traditional Russian sage like I have planted up against the woods, so I think it's going to work out really good in that spot. And I don't know, I just love Russian sage. Then we have the Red-Headed Fountain Grass. I love the plumes on this one. It is a zone 5 through 9 and gets 4 to 5 foot tall and wide. We have the Sombrero Sangria Coneflowers. It gets 18 to 20 inches tall by 22 to 24 inches wide, a zone 4. We have the Sea Holly, that is kind of like a thistle plant. This one gets 2 to 3 foot tall and 1 to 2 feet wide. It is hardy down to -20, which I think is zone 4. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Then the Russian sage that I have hanging out that I'm just kind of like watching to see what it does is called Blue Spritzer. Now the funny thing about this is it actually has pretty much the same stats as the Denim and Lace Russian sage, so I don't know if different companies just call it different things. I do know that the leaf shape is a little bit different on the Blue Spritzer than on the Denim and Lace. I will see you guys in the next video, and hey, I just wanted to let you guys know, we are getting to the end of July. I have gotten a lot of questions about Christmas, so guess what? My next video is going to be a Christmas in July video, and I think it's going to be something that you guys all love. I mean, I'm not going to go like all out and decorate, like spoiler alert there, but it's going to be fun. I'm going to tell you a lot of secrets that I've never shared before. So, I look forward to seeing you guys in that video. Bye, guys.